Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Dude Check This Out, the podcast where we bring you the best in golf, hilarious stories, viral reels, and all the random stuff that makes life worth it. Make sure to comment and subscribe, and go ahead and like this video too while you're at it.
I bet you won't.
We got a lot to say.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put in a dip and speak my mind. How many times have I said that on the intro? Because it just reminds me of that every time.
Hey, that's okay. It's coming from the heart. Speaking of the heart, what you got going on, brother? What you been doing?
Dude, we're just, we may as well call this episode seasonal effective white boys because we are white.
Truly.
We're white as can be. It is cold out more. It's harder to get outside. It's dark outside. We are some what's the word? What do you get? Vitamin K from the sun? What do you get? Vitamin D?
Yeah, sure.
D's nuts.
Nice.
Yeah, you get something from the sun, but
we're deficiency.
We're deficient in it at the moment, so we look pale AF.
We do, and honestly, it's like I know the colors in the background for me. I feel like yours helps your skin tone. Mine makes me look whiter.
Yeah, I think so. Mine's definitely got a red tint. Yours definitely has like a bluer tint to it. Also, I got this just white screen in front of me that's just like pouring light. Yeah,
well, you two white boys got some updates for you.
Yeah, some white boys, but yeah, I guess I'll kick it off. I mean, I just been overall just still been chilling at the house, still no car. Although I do have an update. I will hopefully get it Monday, so it'll be a crisp 3 weeks without my car.
So did they give you any information on like how the repair went or anything, or like what did they tell you?
Yeah. So they started doing. What did they tell me? The last updates they had were they're getting the hood and the trunk in this week and doing it. Like it probably is already on by the time this comes out. Nice. And then what was the other thing? Oh, I'll have to come back in for a couple smaller things. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but like it should be built and ready for me to take it by Monday. So
good.
Super stoked on that, dude. It's been a gauntlet. Like these last 2-3 weeks have been a gauntlet.
I can't even imagine not having a fucking car. Like that just sounds so terrible.
It's not bad. Like it does make you feel. I feel like I'm camping a little bit. You know how you have to be like resourceful a little bit. So it's like I got to really plan out my trips to Aldi, and I got to make sure the weather's not like dog shit. Like it's not far. I could make it if I had to. Sure. I'm fine. But it's like, oh, it's a 50-degree day, like it was on Monday. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna cut out this time to go, go make a trip and get some groceries, and just have to be like thinking ahead a little bit like that. And then any leisurely activity is just a no-go unless I have Denton pick me up or I go Uber to it, which I did Uber to golf this weekend again.
I was gonna ask, like, did you hit the Uber back up?
I did hit the Uber back up. Went golfing on, I think it was Sunday morning. Played 18. It was super muddy. It was wet. I ended up taking my old bag because I'm like, I don't want to put this new one out in the mud. And fucked around and shot a 79 though, so that was interesting.
Good shit.
Yeah, on a Mickey Mouse kind of course, but still did it. And that's with like 4 Duff chips. Like my tee to green, I think my tee to green is probably like up there with scratch golf at the moment, but my short game is just like bottom is falling out.
Well, that's okay. Yeah. We're easing out of the season and we're going to the off season, so that'll be.
I don't know what those words mean. What does off season mean?
Right, because we be golfing as long as there's no snow on the ground.
Honest to God.
Yeah. As long as we're not physically hindered from actually getting out there, then we'll golf.
That's true. Like I told people, I think it's 2 years ago, you and I went out to Guston on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day and golfed because it was like 30, like it wasn't even that cold. And I'm like, well, probably not good for the planet, but we're out here.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. You've been getting out?
Honestly, not much. We were expected to go out Saturday, and then it just too much fucking rain, and we're like, nope, it's just not even worth it. It's gonna be soupy. I'm kind of glad we didn't, because I got some time to like work on my car and stuff like that.
Yeah, more problems?
No more problems, but I'm doing some changes. I'm starting to like get little pieces here there of like interior stuff that I'm trying to swap out. So like just trying to make the inside look a little better, but haven't golfed since. I kind of wanted to go out this weekend though, but I don't know.
Yeah, this weekend I haven't checked the weather, but as long as it's not freezing, as long as it's not super rainy, you should do it.
Yeah,
you should do it. Yeah. Did you watch? Speaking of golf, did you watch the showdown or the match? I forget what they called it.
I did not. I did see who won, and I saw like a little bit here and there, but I did not watch much of it. Did you?
I didn't watch it live. I watched the recap video
Mm,
afterwards, and I was shocked and, like, I was reading comments on it because, like, I mean, you and I are tuned into golf stuff more than, like, 95% of people, and, like, I
definitely.
just didn't see much about it at all. Like, I think, a Reddit post about it, but nothing, like, advertising to me, nothing, like, came through. Like, it didn't
Mhm.
break through my barrier of important events that I should probably be aware of.
Right. What do you think about that? Because correct me if I'm wrong, did they get 5,000,000 apiece or 10,000,000 apiece that was in
I
crypto?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it was 5.
It's kinda weird, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure how I feel about that. I mean, for them, it doesn't fucking matter
I don't
because they're all
yeah,
millionaires anyway, but, like,
yeah.
I don't know if I'd be happy about getting a crypto wallet because 'cause wouldn't it fluctuate?
It definitely would fluctuate. It reminds me of the guy that bought, I think he bought pizzas using crypto back when it was first accepted by, like, Papa John's or
Mm,
something in,
mhm.
like, a promo period, and, like, today that would have been worth $10,000,000 for the pizzas that he bought. Like,
Ooh,
it's a speculative asset. Like, it's not real money. It's just like a stock that is super like, volatile.
right. Yeah,
So,
that was
I don't know.
interesting.
I don't know, but yeah, golf wise, uh, the PGA Tour guys, Rory and Scotty, just absolutely like dog walked them.
Oh, really? I didn't see the
Yeah,
score or anything, like, so how
they
how did it, like, plan out? What did the event actually look like?
yeah, so they split 18 holes into 3 different types of matches. I'm gonna get these incorrect, but the first, 6 holes they did, I think
That's
they
all
did
right.
best ball, and then the next 6 holes they did alternate shot, and then the next 6 holes the last 3 holes um, they did singles, so it was 1v1, 1v1,
Mm,
and you had to get 2.5 points to win the whole event, and PGA Tour guys won the first 6 holes, the second 6 holes, like, comfortably, like, I
huh.
think I think if you break it out, they won 6 and 8. So they had, like, I think it's 6 holes remaining. If it was a regular 18-hole match play, they would have won with 6 holes remaining.
Wow, that's
Yeah, they
crazy.
absolutely dog walked them. Which, like, I was kinda happy, like, I was kinda rooting for. I don't know what it is about just the whole live thing that still just irks me. Maybe it's the Saudi-backed blood money. I don't know, that might do it.
Nah, I think you're, like, 70 years old, bro, and just
Yeah,
stuck in
my
your ways. No, I'm just
with
kidding.
this hat and this stash, what are you talking about?
No, I mean, I definitely get
Couldn't
that,
be me.
like, there is an aspect where it's like, it kinda feels like the live guys are the outcasts, like, they're the ones that, like, kinda the bullies, they're kinda, like, the ones you don't wanna root for, but they're
Yeah.
all good golfers.
No, they're all excellent golfers. They just got walked on this
Yeah,
one.
they just got shit
But
on.
I don't know what it is about Bryson. Like, I know he's had this whole resurgence this last year. I just something about him when he talks, I just don't believe he's being genuine in any facet. And I know you disagree with that, but, like, I just don't. Something about the way he presents himself just all feels like a character. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Honestly, the more I've watched his content, the more that I've kind of started to see that and, like, agree with you on that aspect. It definitely feels like some of it's animated. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's just the fact that, like, he has to be this personality on TV and he has to be this personality in one space, and then
Yeah.
he's kinda also like that in the other space and more of a personal with, like, his YouTube and stuff like that. So, it makes
Yeah.
you wonder if, like, he's just all encompassed kind of he always feels like he has to be on in that
Yeah.
aspect, so he just
That's a good
never
point.
seems genuine. I don't know.
No, that's fair, and, like, I'm sure he's a chill dude or whatever, and I don't know how I would handle that level of
Mm,
recognition, fame, like, I
right.
probably would hate it. So, like, whatever, but he is definitely a cornball, and I think that's
Yeah,
probably influencing my opinion.
yeah,
He's
he's
just
definitely
so
a cornball
corny.
for sure.
Yeah, 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 but, no, so that was happening I think that happened, like, 2 days ago,
Mhm.
and then, other sports related, I am in the, um, fantasy football finals, the championship for our
Oh,
league. Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, which is cool, except my one of my star running backs, David Montgomery, got injured.
Mm,
Um, so he's out, so that's cool.
that
So,
sucks.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it. What's funny is both people, me and the other guy that are in the championship, our record throughout the regular season was 6-5.
Oh, wow.
Like, pretty dog shit. We just walked like absolutely Mickey Mouse through the playoffs.
So, what, like, when you're in the playoffs, or when you're in the championship, are you
Uh
allowed to pick up players? Like, can you drop him and get someone else?
Yeah, you can drop and get somebody else. There's like 12 leagues or 12 teams in our league, so it's kind of
Okay,
like scraps at this point. And
sure.
I was like finagling for a couple trades that were clearly better for me, and I don't think the league would like that if I did it. Like, as a joke, I use my injured running back, David Montgomery, and my brother, who I just beat in the semifinals. I offered a requested trade for Saquon Barkley for him, and he's like, and he's the commissioner of the league. He's like, yeah, I don't think people would like that. And I'm like, just do it. Just do it for the meme, bro.
What's his deal, man?
I don't know. He's a jerk,
Yeah, what an asshole.
but yeah.
What's the purse? What's the winnings?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm so, like,
Eternal fame.
tangentially yeah, I'm so just, like, it's like check my phone twice a week kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Like, I put no emotional stock into it. I'm just
Yeah.
like, "Hey, just happy to be here." Yeah.
We might have talked about this before. One of the guys at work, he's doing what they call a survivor league. Have you ever done
Mm.
one of those before?
No, I think you mentioned it. I forget how it works, though.
Yeah, yeah. So essentially, like every week, it's one and done. If you lose, you're done, and your team immediately goes out for waivers.
Oh,
And
damn.
so, like all season, you're just constantly pulling the best people from these teams, and your teams just become, stacked because there's 5 people, and all their players have been
Yeah.
dispersed. So it seems kind of interesting. I feel like I would like that type more because my fantasy just was shit, dude. I think I didn't even make the playoffs. I was like 7-7 or 7-8. When I
It's not
started, I was like 6-2 and
yeah.
then just went on a fucking losing streak and got shit on.
You're the 2023 Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, yeah, literally. Like it was just brutal. It's like, okay,
Damn.
this is why I don't normally do this shit because I don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know who these players are except the big names, so
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I have computers tell me pretty much everything that I do.
yeah.
I'm like, "Set my lineup for me, IBM Watson, please do it." And it does it.
Hey, Cortana.
Yeah, Cortana, what am I doing? Yeah, so
That's
that's
fun.
been pretty fun. I wanna do one of those leagues, we might have talked about it weeks ago, where they do, like, where the outrageous stats count the most. So it'll be
Mm.
like if a quarterback gets a tackle, that's like 100 points, like something ridiculous. But the only way for them to get a tackle really is if they throw an interception and then tackle the person. So,
Sure.
so it's like just really cheesed out, just coked up leagues. Like that sounds fun.
We should make, like, a fucking crazy league like that and just not tell anyone it's like that.
I'd be so down for it.
They're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking
Mm,
of, league, I don't know if you're cool with getting off that topic, but,
yeah.
I do have a cornhole league update for you.
Oh yeah. How's that going?
So, last night was the last day.
Oh,
It's a tournament night,
hmm
and so, of course, everyone's fucking locked in. Last year, the tournament normally these things are over at 8 p.m. Last year, they didn't stop till 11:30. So I'm like, "Okay, hopefully we don't fucking go that long."
yeah.
So we're in the winners bracket. We won the first game, and
hmm
then we lost the second game against the number 1 seed,
hmm
and then we go to the losers bracket, and losers bracket is just one and done, not best 2 out of 3. If you lose, you lose. So we go on a fucking tear, dude. We are absolutely shitting on all the people in the losers bracket, and we come up to the game that would take us to the championship.
No shit.
And so we're down 20-18, I believe.
Mm,
And I'm the one throwing. So the guy that I'm playing against, he kind of has them spaced around the board where they're all kind of sitting around the hole, but
mhm.
they're like kind of bunched up together. So they're not going to go in, but one bag is slightly hanging over.
Oh.
And I had pushed all my bags up against his just to try not to push his into the hole. Like I
Mhm.
kind of just blocked him. The last bag, all I had to do was just place it on the front, and I did. I, like, set it just right over perfectly,
Nice.
but the vibration from hitting the thing knocked his fucking bag in,
Oh
and
my
we
god.
lost.
Damn.
It was, like, the most cheese situation. I was like, "God fucking damn it." I couldn't have I mean, there's obviously nothing I could have done because it's not like I hit any bags. I threw it on the front of the board.
Yeah.
It was gonna go in regardless, but it just feels bad because we got sent to the losers bracket, worked all that way back
Damn.
up, and then got shit on, so
Man. That's well, I
yeah,
mean, just goes to show you that nothing's worth anything and, like, why even bother trying? You know
right,
what
right.
I mean? No,
Honestly.
damn, that's sick though. Like, how many games do you have to go through the losers bracket on it?
We played, let's see, 5 games in the losers bracket, I think,
Mm.
and we
Damn.
didn't end up leaving till, like, 9:30, and obviously there was still a championship that had to be played, so they probably left at, like, 10:30, which
Jesus.
isn't too bad
Yeah.
compared to last year, but it was brutal. I
That's a
wanted
good
it
one.
so bad. It was like once you started to once we got the first win in the losers bracket, like, we're still playing good people. Like, these people
Mhm.
aren't bad, they just happen to be in the losers bracket because they, whatever.
Lost.
And so we're, like, stomping these people, and we're building all this confidence, we're playing, like, some of the better people and just shitting on them.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh,
heartbreak, man.
damn. Uh,
Cornhole heartbreak.
wait, so okay, in that scenario, if you would've dunked his in or, like, thrown it away, would he have still won? Is it I don't know
They
the
needed
actual rules
1.
of cornhole.
They needed 1, so I had to put it on the board, or else
Mhm.
they would've taken it because it's just up to
Okay.
21. So
Okay.
if I would've thrown it off, they would've had 4 on. I had 3, so I that was the only option I really had other than, like, dunking it, but
Yeah.
that coulda drug his bag in too.
Yeah. Huh. So is it like, street rules that I'm probably thinking about where you have to hit 21 exactly?
You don't have to hit 21 exactly, though.
Oh, you just
So,
have to get over it?
you just have to get over it, yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Hmm.
It's, I wouldn't say it's, like, professional, but it is definitely, like, a legit league, and
Yeah.
they go by those type of rules, so it's
Gotcha.
interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Damn.
Heartbreak.
Yeah. So how long did that run? Was it a couple weeks or was it, like, months?
No, it was, like, 3 months, 3.5 months.
Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha.
Played every Wednesday, so,
Sick.
yeah,
Damn.
unfortunate.
Yeah. That is unfortunate. I've been thinking about getting back into, as golfing days get fewer and fewer, I've been thinking about getting back into pool.
Mm,
It's been a minute since I played pool. Like, I don't think I've even picked up my cue for probably, like, a year or
oh my
more.
god.
It's wild. Like, I don't think
Honestly.
actually, no, that's a lie. I don't think I've gone to a place since I've moved here. Like, I don't think I've visited because there's not any, like, good ones. It's all just, like, restaurants that have, like, a couple tables. Like, the nearest
Mhm.
pool hall near me is, I think, like, 20 minutes away.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, you'll have to do that.
Yeah.
Especially next time you come into town, we should play because, like,
Oh,
my
I'll be down.
brother is huge into pool, and now he lives here, we could all go out, that'd be fun.
That'll be fun. Oh, is John back?
Yeah, John they moved back, this year.
Oh, okay. I feel like I knew that,
Yeah,
but still just yeah,
yeah, they're kinda all over the place, but they're here for a while
kids.
now because both of them got jobs here, so we
Wild.
definitely need to play pool because he's really good and I'm
Yeah.
not, so
Yeah, John's good. I play with him quite a bit, at billiards,
mhm.
without your ass.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah, we'll be
honestly, if I would've came pause.
mm.
If I would've came to billiards, there would
Uh-huh.
be no chance, like, anytime I play John, like, I just do it for his little ego boost, like, "I'm
Yeah.
doing this for you, I'm not doing this for me because you" he just fucking shits on me. I mean, I may get 1 round where I actually get to hit a ball, and as
Mhm.
soon as I make a mistake, he just runs the table.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah,
God.
so he's got
Mm.
different cues for different shots. I'm like, "You're just different, bro.
Yeah.
We're not on the same level," you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I have I've got, like, a playing cue, and then I've got my breaking cue. Like, I got pretty hardcore into pool, especially in that, old apartment when we had the pool table in the
Yeah.
garage, like, yeah, that was my fixation. That was my, like, spectrum fixation. And it's kinda wild thinking about it because, like, usually these hobbies go in, like, cycles. Like, I don't know if it does for you, but it definitely does for me where it's, like,
Yeah,
kinda cycling where it's like, "Oh, I'll get back into tech news, or I'll get back into watches, or I'll get back into phones," whatever it might be, in these cycles. And, like, golf in its last iteration, like, since we started playing, like, 4 years ago, has just never left,
right, right.
which is kind of wild. Like, usually it's not like that. Usually it's, like, a year or, like, a couple months, and then I kinda switch over, but it's not been like that. It's been all golf all the time.
No, I feel that. I almost
Yeah.
wonder if it's because and maybe pool could definitely be like this too, or other sports, but like I feel like golf is just you constantly if you're not searching for improvement, like you're not gonna get better.
Yeah.
Versus like you can just go out and play, but never get better unless you're like trying to get better and trying to focus on certain things. Which
Yeah.
pool could be the same thing, but like it's not just a normal hobby where things can dip and go up and down. It's
Yeah.
like golf, you have to be ready to get better, and you're gonna get better.
Yeah. No, that's fair. And, like, there's so many different versions of it. It was funny. I was talking to my therapist about golf, and he's like, I don't even remember how we got on the topic. Probably because I bring it up all the time. But he's like, "What do you like about golf?" I was like, "Well, it's you can play on your own. You can play against yourself. It can be casual. You can do it competitively. You can do like a team format. You can like just go out on your own and do it and just zen out. Just a lot of different versions of it. So
Mhm.
yeah, same thing. It's like, yeah, you can play to get better, or you can just play to just get out of the house, which is what it's been most of the time lately.
Right, right.
But
Especially with the
yeah,
Uber.
The Uber driver. I
Uber
feel bad
driver.
for those guys because I'm like, well, I get the XLs because I'm like, surely they have more space. But it's funny. Usually those vans have like no space in the
Mm,
back. They have to drop the seats. But God, I'm so ready to stop doing that. But
I bet.
yeah.
Did
Um.
I didn't even ask. Sorry, before you change
No. Go,
subject, and you may have told me this last week, so I'm sorry if I forgot. Did they have to do any like paint correction, or did they have to like repaint any panels?
I think they're doing some amount of paint
Mm,
correction. I really don't know. I do not know what to expect when I look at my
okay.
car. I have no idea. I
Yeah.
think the one thing going for it is like it's newer, so the colors shouldn't. It should be easier to match. I would think if they have like factory colors or however the hell they
Right.
do that. Like it
Right.
should be easier to do. I have no idea. I have no idea what to expect.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to
No, no,
cut
no.
you
You good? I was looking through my topics here. Oh, you know how I know it's starting to get like cold, starting to get
off.
winter.
'Cause it's
I get,
cold outside?
I get right. You are Evan. No, I get motherfucking nosebleeds all the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you? Do
Oh,
you just get
all
like
the
random
time.
ass nosebleeds?
Yeah, like, I'll be, like, itching my nose or something, I'll do like that, and all of a sudden, it's just so dry, it just starts
Yeah.
gushing.
Yeah. It gets caked up. It just gets caked out. Yeah. I've started to develop like a sixth sense for it where I can like I get like a spidey sense. I'm like, oh, it's coming in like 30 seconds. Like, oh no. Like it happened before a call earlier today. And like luckily it was a small one and I was able to get it taken care of. But I was like, come on. Like,
What's
come on.
your method to stop it? Are you the kind of person that pinches and waits, or
You push in the nostril and then you bend over.
okay,
So
okay.
that way you don't like lean back and swallow blood.
Yeah, yeah, because that's just nasty.
It is nasty.
Hmm. I
But yeah,
feel
you
like
get yeah.
go ahead, sorry.
No, go for it.
I was just say, like, especially right now when, like, your nose is running more, and then when it dries, it kinda gets hard, and then if you're just, like, blowing your nose or trying to get that shit out of your nose, it just immediately starts it making you bleed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Not a
just
fan.
it's so unpleasant. That's when I'm like, "Oh shit, it's that time of year." I need to get one of those like nasal sprays.
Mm,
Um, which it's funny, I have very distinct memory of like we went to the doctor like for my checkup when I was a kid, and I remember they handed me one of those because I was having like nosebleed issues, and they're like, use this as often as possible. Like, even if you just did it and remember it again, do it again. And
hmm.
like for some reason that freaked me out because I'm like, oh, this is like I'm an asthma kid now. Like I have to have this thing on me constantly. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
And just
right.
like constantly be doing it. And I was like, well, I'm never doing that. So no. I just never did it. Even though
I'm
I
pretty sure
definitely
they
should.
offered that to me too, 'cause I've had the same issue, like, constantly every year my nose bleeds so bad,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Yeah, you just use this," and I'm pretty sure I lost it, like, the first week.
Yeah, I'm like, that's funny. No. Yeah.
Actually, fuck you.
Yeah. It's like something to the way they explained it. I'm like, ugh. Absolutely not.
Who do you think I am? Fucking broke bitch?
Yeah, I don't trust you. I don't trust doctors anymore.
Yeah, fuck the system.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, and then whenever I got on that call earlier, I I like I don't know what it is. Lately, I've just been so fluid and good at like corporate speak when I need to. And it just like it comes out. Like it's
Right.
not premeditated, it just happens. And I called myself out on it because I was talking to a client like doing their reporting call. And I was like, I gave the spiel and I was like, did that make sense? I feel like I just threw a ton of corporate lingo at you. Did that make sense? And they're like laughing. They're like, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, cool. Like, sorry, I didn't even know I did
That's
that.
good. I had my first, uh I had my first corporate, like, what's the word I'm trying I, like, clap back at someone with corporate speak, and it felt really fucking good. There's this
Yeah.
dude that he had this absolutely fucked order where he made mistakes on his end, and then we were trying to do, like, everything we possibly could to fix it. We ended up fixing it and, like, sending him what he needed, but
Mhm.
I guess somewhere it got lost in translation where he didn't think he had it, and so he reached out and he was pissed. He was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, just completely talking down to me, like, "Did you not remember me telling you about all this, blah, 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 blah?" And so I took his email and threw into ChatGPT, and I'm like, "How can I
Yeah.
respond?" Because like, I had written up an email because I feel like I'm pretty good at corporate speak just from the jobs that I have too, but
Yeah.
you never really know. Like, it always kinda helps to use those kind of things like
Yeah.
ChatGPT. I was like, "How can I respectfully respond to this but with a little bit of spite?" And it just started drilling down
With a
things.
little bit of spite.
And dude,
Yeah.
I clapped back on him so well.
Oh,
The rep I'm working for was like, damn, Evan, well said. And the dude immediately turned around and was like, I meant no disrespect by this, like on his fucking heels. And it's like a suck my dick, bitch.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so fucking good.
It was
Yeah.
reinvigorating, dude. It just like brought me back to life.
Oh my god, yeah, anytime, like, a situation like that happens, I'll take screenshots of it and send it to my boss and be like, "Check this out."
Yeah.
'Cause this guy I think has a kink shame,
Oh,
or like a humiliation shame,
sure.
because he'll email me something, he'll be like, "Hey, what's up with X, Y, and Z? Like, this is not what we talked about." And I'll be like, "Well, first of all, this isn't even part of your campaign. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, this post has nothing to do with you. Second of all, it's from this person's other page, and they weren't even required to do it. They did it, like, as an extra, so suck off."
Yeah,
Like, it was 3 messages in a row, and usually for people that don't warrant immediacy, I just don't get back to them immediately, but
sure.
for this guy, I'm like, "I got time."
I've got time to cook something up for you.
Yeah, and I was like, "This is what I needed today to
Especially
get
when,
done."
like, you fucking know they're wrong, it's not
Right.
even like a question. Like, I
Yeah.
straight up gave this man the facts, that's all he needed, and it was simple. It didn't need to be
Mhm.
this whole thing, and he freaked the fuck out, and
Mhm.
he was like it's kinda funny because the system that we use, I can listen in to Jim's calls, like,
Mhm.
if I need to monitor his calls for whatever reason, so, sometimes if it's a bigger customer, I'll listen in so I can make sure I'm on the same page, and, like, he's cool with that. And so this dude fucking called immediately after my email, and we both sent him straight to voicemail. We're like, "Fuck you, this can wait." And after, like, the whole situation went through, all the emails were exchanged, like, he backed up, we backed up, it was
Yeah.
fine. He
Yeah, yeah.
called Jim again, and Jim was like he was like, "Yeah, sorry that, like, all that went down. We just wanna make sure we're on the same page with you." And he's like, "Oh, no, my bad, man," like, all these kind of things. He's like, "I didn't realize you could interpret tone through a email chain." I'm like,
Huh?
read your fucking email again, you dumb shit. Like, you can't say you weren't fucking mad at me and mad
Yeah.
at the situation, like, that's bullshit. Like, go take your hick ass fucking wherever it needs to go, but fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me like that.
It's so funny how people that respond like that in emails, like, get offended when you do it back to them. It's like, usually I put way too many exclamation points, and then,
Yep,
like, usually I have way too, like, nice of a tone,
yep.
but the moment I turn it off, they're like,
You'll feel
"Why,"
it.
like yeah, it's like, "Oh, this is how you talk to people." Like, "I know you probably don't mean it, but this is how it's read, so you're gonna read it back."
Right.
Like,
It's like,
it's yeah.
when you say, like, "Hey, Christian!" Exclamation point, and then drop down versus just Christian, comma, and everything. Like,
Oh,
you can just kinda tell,
oh, when someone starts off like that, I'm like, "You're about to" no.
Yeah, I'm about to
You're
rip
about
rip
to rip
fucking
ass in there. Yeah. Have you
yeah.
started using, the GPT more in your dailies?
Honestly, not really, but
That's
after
good.
that situation, I think I'm definitely going to. It is
Yeah,
very helpful, and there are certain things that I want to convey, but
yeah,
the way that I'm saying it does not make it sound good or professional, and it's like, "Okay, this can help me even if it's for, like, a sentence," and so
yeah, for sure.
it's good for that shit.
Yeah. Yep. It's wild how good it is at those kinds of tasks, just getting, like, the tone and stuff, but
Mhm.
fuck
And,
those
like
people.
man, it made me so fucking mad. It's just one of those moments where immediately I didn't even have to read his fucking email. I just saw the first message that said, like, "Evan, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, like, draw offense to that," whatever the fuck it was, and I just, like, got up out of my chair, cheesing from fucking cheek to cheek, bro.
Yeah, they can't handle when you bring receipts back in, they no, no,
No,
no.
they like and the
No.
thing is, like, some of these dudes, they're there's not many customers that we fucking hate. Like, a lot of these guys are genuine and, Jim has been doing this for 13 years, like, he's built relationships with these people, and
Mhm.
that's all good and great, like, that's good to build that with your customer base, but you still gotta remember that it's still gotta be professional, like, you still
Yeah.
have to act a certain way, and when it steps too far out of line, like, I'm gonna fucking call you out, like, you realize, like, we don't need you, you need us in this situation, you're buying from us, we're providing you this service, like, I don't need to be nice to you if you're not being nice to me.
Yeah,
Fuck the relationship, like,
yeah,
we can mend that later, but don't fucking come at me with some shit.
yeah,
I'm gonna turn completely professional on you and not talk to you like you want to be
yeah.
talked to. Like, don't do that. That's not
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, somebody told me, something this week, they're like, I want all the people I work with to think I'm the only person that works with them, but I don't want them to act like it."
Right, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
like, we're not fucking best friends. You can't shit on me verbally just 'cause a
yeah,
mistake happened or something happened in general, like, we're still a business, we're still a professional entity, like, So
Yeah.
are you. Be
Suck my dick.
professional. Yeah, suck my dick, bitch. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Oh, I've had I had like 2 flashbacks to Best Buy just like with customers
Mm.
and like talking to people this week, talking to clients this week. One of them was like we're just having a conversation. It's been kind of a longer tail one, like waiting for approvals, like blah blah blah. So it's been going on for a while. And he's a pretty cool dude, whatever. But he just like brings up politics just out of absolutely nowhere. And I'm
Oh,
like, what
God.
about what we've talked about so far makes you think one, this is a comfortable like a safe space to just be like rant politics, and
Or I
two,
wanna talk to you about this.
that I want to talk to you about this, and three, that I agree with you.
Yeah, yes.
Because there's an assumption that like I'm going to agree with you.
Mm,
And
mhm.
he started because they're in the food business, and he's like, yeah, like we had people from Canada asking us about tariffs and stuff, and like Trump, and they're going to jack up our prices. So like we're not sure about it, but I don't think he's dumb enough to do that to food business. And I was like, yeah, yeah, you never really know what he's going to say. Like I was walking the line so good. Like that's one thing Best Buy prepares you for, and like just retail and food service and things like that in general is like walking a tightrope. Like
You don't know
not
what's getting thrown at you.
yeah, you don't know what's getting thrown at you, but you still have to be like friendly and cordial and like get done what needs to get done and figure out how to like bring them back to center. But I was like, man, this I'm gonna let it ride for a little bit because this is funny.
Honestly, like, shout out to all the fucking crackheads that came into the store, like, that's where I learned that shit from. There's
Shout out.
that and the fucking rich ass fuckers that just threw some weird shit at you, and you're like, "How am I gonna get through this conversation?
Yeah.
You either smell like piss or you have way more money than I could ever have.
Yeah,
How do I get
yeah.
through this?"
It's those rich fuckers that make you feel like, oh, I could just put numbers in front of people and like see
Yeah.
what they say. Like whatever I think I can't afford, like that's different for other people. You can
Mhm.
just be like, hey, do you want this $8,000 Sony like 80-inch OLED? Oh, all right.
Like, "Oh, yeah, I'll take
Best
3."
Buy card?
Huh?
Get one and pay it off instantly, get 10% back on your purchase. Like, why you're losing money not doing that. Just
Like,
get 800.
"No, here's my gold card."
Oh, shit. Sorry, sir. Of course, right this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is we talked about this on, while we were gaming, but it is wild that Best Buy was just like, "Hey, you 18-year-olds, go put people on credit cards."
Yeah.
That's our business model.
Honestly, it got to the point where I wasn't really trying because I was like, "This isn't good. This isn't what people need." Especially,
Yeah.
like, the young people that came in, like, you know, I don't feel bad if it's an adult because like, you gotta make some decisions there, but, like, if it's another, young
Mhm.
kid or, like, high school, college kid, like, don't don't do that. This card ain't for that.
Don't do it, bro.
It's not worth the fucking $500 PC you just bought,
Yeah.
you know?
Get into 30% APR for
Yeah,
that
yeah,
for $500
exactly.
PC.
But
Yeah.
0% on the first 24 months.
So, as long as you make payments on time, it's not a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Not even an issue.
Just be money
Yeah.
smart, cracker.
Yeah. Yeah.
God damn
Yeah.
it.
Oh, and tech related things while I'm just ranting on topics. Dude, there's been 3 separate instances this week where I'm looking at, Spotify and I'm trying to look at songs from an artist.
Mm,
And I don't know if it's the same for you, but it pisses me off how whenever you look at an artist page on Spotify, it only shows the 5 most popular songs and then it just goes straight to like discography. And like you can't just see all of their songs. It's just 5 and it's like I just want to see your songs and there's no way to do it unless I'm absolutely missing it.
yeah, honestly, I don't know why Spotify has been pushing these type of weird changes, like, why would we want less information that
I
is
don't
relevant?
know.
Like, there's a lot of times where we've talked about this too, where, like, you'll go into these huge Spotify song ruts where it feels
Mhm.
like no one's releasing music, but it's just not throwing new shit your way, it just keeps feeding the same stuff, and it's like,
Yeah.
why are we doing this? All the changes that they're making to the app like that just make it feel worse. Makes it
Yeah.
feel like it makes it my life is harder trying to find songs that I want to listen to.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you, and, like, on the, because I usually go from the liked playlist, and then I
Mm,
add, like, the smart shuffle, so, it like, adds
yeah.
more songs into it, which occasionally gets one that's good. I still think YouTube Music is the best at it, like, their super
Mhm.
mix gets, like, a much better ratio. It's more like 60-40 of, like, 60 songs, like,
Yeah.
60% you have already liked or by the same artist, and then 40% kind of like a new mixture, and that's, like, how I discover most of my songs now is just through that mix. Like I'll get in a workflow where I'm not really like paying attention to the music. It's just background, and they'll be like, "Oh, I actually like this song," and then that's how I find it.
Yeah. No, I
But
definitely get that. I honestly, I feel like I have problems switching to another app like that. Like, I've definitely thought about it before because of how much Spotify pisses me off, but
mhm,
I have so many playlists, and had this account for so long that, like, it
Yeah.
does do a relatively good job at feeding me stuff I will like, but it's just not enough new content to really
Yeah.
keep me engaged with the app, so
That's
maybe I'll
fair.
try
I
YouTube.
It's funny, like, I'm a little bit psychotic, like, I use both of them
Oh,
daily.
yeah.
Like, I
Mhm.
use YouTube Music and Spotify. I'll just, like, switch between them if I'm like, "Oh, this one's not feeling right." Just go to the other
Yeah,
one. But
that's
I
smart.
I originally did it, like, 3 years ago, and there was a service where it took all of your likes from YouTube and copied them into Spotify if it had, like,
Oh,
a one-for-one copy, which not everything did because YouTube Music also encompasses YouTube videos
yeah.
that have music in them. So, like, it wasn't a one-for-one, but it got, like, 85%, like 80 to 90% of it,
Wow.
and then I just kinda, like, built it off of that,
Hmm,
so,
interesting.
yeah. Which is funny because like, on my Spotify Wrapped, I think I had, like, 39,000 minutes on music, and I'm still waiting for my YouTube Music one to show me my Wrapped because 'cause I'm like, I wanna know what it is combined.
I don't know if I actually looked at my Wrapped.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a live reveal. Evan's
Okay,
Spotify
okay.
Wrapped. I will
Uh-uh.
say on this Spotify Wrapped, I had one where I was the 0.001% listener of a song, which I've never had before.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay,
was like, "Damn."
where do I find the Wrapped?
It's on the top bar, and then you swipe to the right, and then it's
Oh,
like a little icon on top there.
nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
So
And then you kinda
we're
have to click through it uh, to get to the screens where it just, like, lists it out instead of giving its presentation.
let's see. Hmm. Okay. I had 21,917 minutes listened.
Damn.
Not terrible. Let's see. Are we doing what are we doing? Top artists, top songs? What are we feeling?
Ooh, let's do both. Let's do, I'll go through mine. Here we go, here we go.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, you start.
The Spabussy where it opens up and it looks like somebody was talking about that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Just show me. Ooh, okay, top artists. What do you think one of my top 5 artists are? Good guess.
Oh my god, dude, I don't know.
That's that's fair.
Oh, man, because you listen to a bunch of different genres than I generally do. I know you do listen to stuff that I do too, but
Yeah.
like that would play into I don't know a lot of
My,
artists.
I'll give you my number 5. My number 5 is Blink-182.
Okay.
Interesting. My number 4 was Origami Angel, which they do like,
Never would guess that.
emo yeah, they do like emo Midwest, kinda songs. Number 3 was Cheat Codes, but it's just because of my top song,
Mm,
like,
mhm.
almost exactly all of it because of that. Number 2 was Hot Mulligan, and number 1 was Suicide Boys.
Oh, okay, I
Wasn't
can see the
expecting that one.
Suicide Boys, that's a good one.
It's a good one, and I think it's just because, like, they have so many bangers, like,
Mhm.
they have so many good songs, like, when I saw that, I was really surprised, but I'm like, "Well, I guess not." Like, they have so many different types of songs, like, I don't know, something
They
about it.
sound good as fuck in the car too.
Oh my god, they do. Yeah, they
Yeah,
bang. What's
yeah.
what's your top 5? I bet one is
Yeah, you
J
should know mine pretty well.
I bet one of them is J. Cole,
Yep,
is another one Drake,
yeah,
is another one Kendrick,
yeah,
is another one Jesus, 3 for 3.
that's pretty good. I don't know if you'll guess the next 2.
I don't think I will either.
Okay.
Big X the Plug.
No, no, that's a good guess though. My
Okay.
number 1 is Chris Brown, number 2 is
Really?
Future, number
Okay.
3 is Drake, 4 J. Cole, 5 Kendrick.
Interesting. Would
If you
not have
were next year's rap is probably gonna be Kendrick is number 1, I'm gonna be honest. He's been dropping
Yeah.
some fire.
Yeah, that's fair.
There was, like, a couple albums that Chris Brown dropped that were absolutely fucking awesome, and I just could not stop listening to them.
I didn't realize he was still making music, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kinda funny, like,
Shit.
the first 4 songs of my top songs are actually from him.
Yeah. Oh god, somebody put theirs up and it was like top artists are like Beyonce, P. Diddy, Drake, and like 2 others that were questionable. I was like,
Did you
"Oh,
really
shit."
have to post that?
Jay-Z, yeah. Oh, dude, the
Yeah.
Jay-Z one bums me out.
See, I haven't heard, honestly, a lot about that, but just the fact that he's involved pisses me off.
Yeah, him and
'Cause I like
Beyonce and
Jay-Z. Yeah.
LeBron. Oopsie.
Yikes.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party, baby.
That's right, that's
And
right.
we're getting demonetized. Hey. Aha.
Let's go.
Yeah.
How
So that
many
was
listens did you have, or how many hours did you have?
I had
Minutes.
37,389,
Nice. That's good.
which that's a lot. I mean, it's like on all day.
Yeah.
Um, that's why I want to know my YouTube music because it's probably not as much, but it's probably like 10 to 15,000 if I had to guess.
I would like to know my YouTube watch
Oh my god.
stuff.
Oh
That would be
shit,
crazy because I have that shit on all day through work,
bro.
always
That
watching.
okay. Yeah, I think because I really don't listen to or watch YouTube while I'm working, but I definitely do it like after hours. Like your hours would probably eclipse mine
It like,
from
honestly,
YouTube.
YouTube is, like, dominantly the only thing I watch stuff on, like,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, I wake up, I get ready, sit downstairs, watch YouTube,
Yeah.
I get to work, maybe work for, like, 2 hours, then turn YouTube on, and it's pretty much playing all day, like, at
Mhm.
least 6 hours there. Then I come home, and we watch YouTube, we watch our shows on YouTube,
Yeah.
and then I go to bed, and I lay in bed and watch YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's probably, like, 100,000, if that's even possible. I don't know how
Yeah.
the math turns out there, but, like,
That
it's
sounds
a
right.
lot. It's gotta be a fucking lot.
Damn. Yeah, yeah, YouTube, what was it, like, men between the age of 18 to 35 try not to watch YouTube while you're eating challenge impossible.
No,
Like,
can't do
I
it.
have yeah, same way. Like, for me, I listen to podcasts on YouTube, like, I don't know where that behavior came from, but, like, Come Town, I've been listening from the beginning now, like, every episode, and so, like, it's on in the morning, it's on in the evening. um, I do have to stop myself and be like, "Can I just be without media for, like, 2 minutes and, like, listen to my own thoughts?" Like, no, actually, no, I can't.
Yeah, truly,
It's too
it's
much.
impossible, like, there's no point to fight it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just
It
good
is
for
wha
so many fucking reasons, it just
Yeah.
stimulates me all day long.
Yeah, I mean, it's truly such a dopamine bust because, like, you're like, "Man, I can't sit here without something going on."
You
It's
know what? Fuck all the haters. Sorry, I wanna be happy and get my rush, okay? Fuck
Yeah.
you.
I
Fuck
want my
me getting
rush.
off the screens. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm productive. I feel like, especially at work, if I
Mhm.
have something on, it makes me more productive because
Yeah.
I just wanna get to the point where I'm then only watching that, so I get my shit done quicker
Yeah.
to get to the point where I can just watch the show without, being distracted.
Yeah. Do you ever get in those moods where you're like, "Oh, I gotta turn this off actually and focus on this one thing?" Like, that happens.
Yeah, if shit gets, like, really hard and it's gonna require me to, like, go between a bunch of
Lock
different
in.
screens, I'm pausing it, like, minimizing it, and just, like, fucking going to town, but then as soon as it's done, it's popped back up in the corner, and I'm
Hell
watching
yeah.
shit again.
Yeah. Yeah, word on that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a problem, but fuck the
Yeah.
haters, you know what I'm saying?
Have you been trying meditations at all?
I have
Anything?
not.
Damn, you should do it.
I have not, honestly, and after a day like today, I definitely feel like I should.
Mhm.
I need to.
It's it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's wild.
You
There's this, like, newer concept I'm trying to, get through where it's, like, the concept of not having a head
Mhm.
because like, we feel like we are a center behind our head, like, we feel like me is sitting behind your skull, it's, like, in your head, and so that's like, when you're talking to somebody and you start to feel, like, self-conscious or you start to think about how they're perceiving you, it's all, like, from a place of thinking that you are behind your head and behind your face. And there's, like, meditations around, like, dissolving that illusion, and it's kind of bizarre. It's just I mean, it's not anything like voodoo or mystical or magical,
Sure, sure, sure.
it's just realizing that your experience and consciousness is, like, all there is, and, like, this thinking and this, like, sense of you is just, like, another appearance in your conscious state.
Hmm,
And just, like, breaking that out.
interesting.
Yeah.
And so what is, like, how does that correlate to meditation? Like, what are you doing
Yeah.
to work
Uh,
through that?
in, like, mindfulness meditation, the goal is to just recognize that there is no distance between you and your experience, and it's
Mm,
just like your thoughts that are going first it's observing your thoughts and recognize them as thoughts and like because we often identify as thoughts where it's like if you start to feel angry or if you start to feel sad about something you identify your thoughts with it as
mm,
you and it's just breaking that illusion where it's like
interesting.
oh I can actually recognize that I'm being sucked into something or recognize that I'm getting upset about something or feeling self-conscious and then just like the recognition of it itself helps with a lot of the negative side effects.
Huh, I like
Yeah.
that. That's an
Yeah.
interesting concept. I've never.
It's
thought
pretty
of it
cool.
like that, but that's cool.
It's pretty cool. So,
Hmm.
like, I'll be, like, talking to somebody, like, I've done it a few times when we've been recording of just, like, reminding myself, like, "Oh, you like, it feels like you're looking at me because your eyes are looking in my direction, and that implicates me behind my head. But really, like, I'm just the space you're appearing in, which is odd." But it, like,
Yeah,
takes away
that's
all of my self-conscious behavior, like,
huh,
especially on work calls, like, I just if I can remember to do it, I don't feel self-conscious. It's strange.
that's good though. That's
Yeah.
cool. Huh.
Yes, it's super cool.
It kinda feels like it's a little bit over my head, but I would like to, like, know more about that. If there
Yeah.
like, how did you get this information? Did you get this from your therapist or, like, did you look this up?
He definitely brought it up a first couple times, and then I just went down a rabbit hole. But I
Mhm.
can send you some stuff that I watch on
Yeah,
it. And
please.
then I mostly use this app called Waking Up, which is from Sam Harris, and it's like a guided day by day thing that breaks it out into like practices, and then it also gives you an explainer on like the theory behind it. So it's
Mm,
like knowing what's going on in one session and then actually doing it in another, which
yeah.
I find helpful.
Yeah, you should definitely send me some stuff on that. That is very
Cool.
interesting.
I can do it.
Cool, cool.
But that's what
Oh,
the fuck's been going on over here.
hell yeah. Honestly, I feel like I kinda got through everything too. I didn't know if there's
Yeah.
anything else you had or we can wrap it, whatever you feel.
I'm feeling good, unless you have, like, a horrific video to show me.
I don't. Honestly, I was kinda slacking a little bit,
I
but
just thought about that too before we got on.
I was taking my big shit today and I started to see some good content, so I saved it and I'll go back to likes and start sending it for next
Alright,
week.
word, same.
Cool.
Alright,
All
chief.
right. Well, thanks to everyone for listening to another episode. We will catch you next week, and of course, like, comment, and subscribe.
Do
See
it, you
ya.
won't. Doodles.